Evening all, and welcome to episode 76 of Kerbalism. We are launching a rocket on its way to Mimas because we have a problem. Not with the Mimas base or anything like that, we have a problem with our space program in general, a staffing problem. Last episode I took some contracts to take some tourists to the asteroid and to some places around Kerbal, and in the contracts it requires you to have a pilot on board the vessel. We don't have any. They're all out on missions. We've got some at Mimas. Kundrid, who I was keeping for tourism, he's actually on the space hotel. So we're stuck for pilots. I did have a contract to fly to the other side of Kerbin and take some crew reports above this sea over there. I've done that with some scientists on board the ship because luckily a probe can fly it with SAS and it's all good. So I've done that, and then I've picked up another contract to rescue a Kerbal from the orbit of Mimas. Verfrin is trapped around Mimas. We need to rescue her and her ship, and I'm really hoping she's a pilot, because if she's not, I'm kind of stuffed. However, it doesn't really matter, because if she's not a pilot, I could possibly pick someone up from the surface of Mimas and bring them back. This rocket, I think, can do that. I'm not too sure, but yeah, we'll have to get out there and well, just see what's what. And here we are, about to circularize into orbit. Now, this craft has got a lot of Delta V. It would help if I turn the reactor on, however. It uses one of these wonderful magnetoplasma dynamic thrusters. Magnetoplasma dynamic, yes. It basically uses lithium and a lot of electricity to fire stuff out the back of it very quickly. And it does require a nuclear reactor to do this. So that's what I've got. I've got a mini nuclear reactor on board, I've got a big lithium tank, and if I toggle the lights, I think it is, there we are, we'll put our radiators out and we can fire the engine. And as you can see, we've got 10,000 meters a second. Yeah, this has got a lot to it. This is why I think it can land on Mimas. I'm not sure about the thrust to weight ratio, whether that would be enough to land on Mimas or not, I don't know. But yeah. The other thing is, however, this has got the same probe on it that I had on the previous craft I was launching, and for some reason I've now got the option to target a maneuver node, and I'm not sure why that is. Yeah, it's a weird one. I'm not sure why it would let me do that, but unless this pod's got some pressure on it. I've got no crew on it, it's completely automated, but yeah, it's now letting me do that, and it's got controls for pointing in places. Same probe, hidden away under there, the little flat. You can't see it, but it's in there. So I'm just going to guess that the crew pod is allowing it to do that. I don't know, it's just strange. Anyway, this engine does have a lot of power, a lot of Delta V, but not really a lot of thrust. It's quite slow, 2,600. A specific impulse. I don't actually know how to read that properly, if I'm quite honest with you. I don't know exactly what that means, but yeah. Right, so let's there we are. We're in an orbit, and I'm a little bit worried about the solar panels, those radiators, because they're getting very warm very quickly. I can turn this down to about 75% if I want to. They're still getting warm. Oh no, they're dropping now. Right, there we go, yeah. Because the thrust on this is set to 75. Basically, this uses 400 electric charge a second. That produces 400 electric charge a second. So, providing we're just going in a straight line and not manoeuvring, it should be balanced fine. But at full whack, it's going to overheat, clearly. So if I drop it down to 75%, that's 75%. If I drop that to 74%, that means we'll always have a net gain of electricity, which is what we want. Yeah, so all we need to do now then is find Mimus. It's out there somewhere. There it is. Set as target, and we need to head towards it, I suppose. So I've got myself an encounter. I'm using 2 maneuver nodes to do it, but like I said, this engine is very efficient but not very powerful. We've got a 900 meter a second burn, and it's going to take 5 and 6 minutes basically. That's really long time for a burn. It's a very, very long time. Luckily our panels have dropped in temperature, so I think we're good for that. Probably run the radiator a bit higher and the engine hotter, but even at 100%, I mean, instead of 4-minute burn, it's not really going to be that much of a difference. So yeah, I might try and find a happy medium between the two, the temperature and the power. So yeah, I will do that. We will go off and I will meet you when we're over there at Mimbus. So here we are on our way to Mimbus, and on our way a lot quicker than usual. I thought I would try one of these Cristochrome, I think, victories. I might have to check how to pronounce that word properly, but basically the normal way you would transfer is to use gravity to fire yourself up into your orbits at the same height as your target, and then figure out when to fire your engine so that your target will be there when you get there. A Cristochrome one is basically you fire at your target full pace. The proper one is you fire at your target full pace for half your travel, and then turn around and brake for half your travel, and then you'd be there. And you could probably get to Mimbus in about an hour, something like that. Probably, I don't know. But I've basically fired in a straight line, and Mimbus is going to be there. Rather than the 9 days it usually takes to get out there, it's going to be less than a day. I do have to brake when I get there, and I've managed to figure out, there's my manoeuvre, exactly how to get into the same orbit as Verfen, who is the person we need to pick up. We're going to be a bit away from him, 100k, but that's not bad. 100k considering I'm travelling and I'm going to be there in like, well, 2 days I get to my manoeuvre there. Is it 2 days? No, one day I get to my manoeuvre. I've got to brake using 2000 meters a second of delta V. It's going to take 8 minutes 46 seconds, but it doesn't matter because these engines are ridiculously powerful, and as you can see I've stuck it through the heat shield there. Not powerful, ridiculously efficient. This one tank gave me 10,000 meters a second delta V. I can basically fly out there, stop dead, could land on Mimbus, pick people up and come back again. I've only got 2 people, two seats in the pod, but yeah, I could do that. That is really, really good. I mean, I like those monopropellant engines because they're good, but these are, wow. The only drawback to them is you kind of need a nuclear reactor, and they're expensive. The big flat one, which produces 4,000 meters a second, which is what you 4,000 electric charge, which is what you need for the biggest engine, that costs $500,000 to put into orbit. That's the Space Hotel's got one of them, or it will have one of them, I should say. It's currently on our orbital metal storage place because it's going to move up there. But yeah, that's $500,000. That's expensive. But yeah, I like this. Being able to get to Mimbus in a day. Yeah, I think this might be kind of the way to go. The only thing I'm going to have to figure out is how the hell do I make lithium? There's got to be a way to mining that. Guess I'm going to have to go and do a bit more research and make something up in the Kerbalism ISIU system to allow me to produce lithium from mining something. Don't know what, but magic ore. I guess that's about the thing that Kerbal does. So yeah, yeah, those engines. Wow, well impressed with them. And we'll fly over there. We'll be there in a day. I think that'll be there before our actual other craft gets there. Let me have a quick look. Yeah, our other vehicle, which is supposed to be the finish to our base, is going to be there in 3 days. So, yeah, that's that I am thoroughly impressed with. That's going to really cut down flight time and really help. Because obviously, the less I have to travel, the less time I have to take to travel, the less food Kerbals need to eat. So, colony ships may well have these on them. The other thing I was going to mention, before I forget, is the radiators. I turned the reactor back up to 100% and set the engine to 99%, I think it was. Getting weird pauses as well. Yep, 99%. And these do get to about 60% when the engine's running. And then when the engine's not running, they cool down again. So it depends on the load on the reactor. It depends on the heat it puts out, which makes perfect sense, I think. I don't actually know how reactors work in real life. Nuclear reactors, I know how they work. This is a fission reactor, so it's a different thing. But I get the concept behind them, but I'm not quite sure about heat generation. They may always produce heat, I think, so that's probably not quite right. But it may be that the engine produces heat as well, which is what they're dissipating at the same time. I'm not too sure about that. I haven't read the information about that one there, so yeah, maybe that's it. But anyway, when the engine's not running, the panels cool down. I don't know what their equilibrium is, but and when it is running, they get to about 60% and then stop. So all is good, happy days. The craft is working, and we're on our way. So maybe I spoke a little bit too soon, or more importantly, maybe there's a small bug in here. When I accelerated time, these panels all of a sudden shot up to 99%, and the reactor overheated and shut down, which killed my spacecraft. Because it's remote control, it completely died, and I couldn't do anything. I couldn't. I don't think I can anyway because it's out of range. But luckily, the near future controls allow me to turn things on and off, and I can remotely turn the reactor down. So I'm going to turn it down to about sort of 3%, leave it running, and turn it back up again as and when I need the engines. Because yeah, let's accelerate time again. Let's do that again, please. If you would. And they've come down. So yeah, all is good. All is good. This is fine. Yeah, there must be the bug where that just overheats at time warp, but that's easily around. Luckily, that allows us to turn the reactors on and off, even when we don't have control of the vessel, which is a little odd, but well, okay by me. So whilst that vessel's on its way there, it'll be there in about 5 minutes or so. I thought I'd come to check the space hotel because we should have, lo and behold, would you believe it? Another arm has appeared. Not docked straight. That's a little annoying, but I don't care. It's here. That's fine. I think when I compress these, I can set them to a certain rotation. So, shall we give that a go and see what happens? I don't quite know what's going to happen with this here, but yeah, I switched to this and it automatically switched over to map mode and then just said crew arm has docked, and it was here. So yeah, but let's dock this new one. Shall we aim the camera over here? I right click on that. Snap to 0, snap to 0, and then go compress rotate. I'm going to save the game first. Let me. I'll quick save it first because I've never used it before and I don't want things to just randomly explode. So compress parts and rotate. Bonk. Oh. What the hell happened there? Ah, I see what happened there. I see. Right. I told this port to compress and rotate, and it's tried to rotate itself to line with this. So I'm going to reload that. I know I shouldn't really reload it. I know I should just accept the mistake, but it's a bit odd to do that. So what I want to do instead is select this port, have snap turned on, and then go compress and rotate. And there we go, that worked, and the end flew off. And it wasn't straight. No, it's completely bent again. Right. I wonder what's going on here. Why is that not lining up straight? I wonder whether I should undock this and rotate it round. And then just redock it myself. I wonder if that would work. Yeah. As you see, this has got the same probe core that the other craft has that I've just been on, and I've not got the option to target stuff and things. It's a little bit odd. I'm not sure why. Okay, we are level this time. I've got snap turned on. I'm not sure whether that would force it to rotate. Oh, there we go. It clamped together. And that all looked pretty good to me. Okay, so I think in here the issue this is falling apart is because this is far too thin. So if I auto structure the heaviest part and then do the same for that and that should all hold together now, I think. Let's find out, shall we? It's completely level, so and compress. There we are. There we are. It just had to be level first time round. Okay, so I'll have to level that one up and dock that one as well. Do need to keep an eye on this alarm though, because we're only a minute away from that. I think I've got time. Undock. Back up a little tiny bit. And then travel forward again. Trying to stay dead level on the compass here, and and there we are, we're docked. That looks kind of level to me, but I will click snap on, put angular 0 and go compress rotate. Nothing exploded, nothing seemed to go wrong. Didn't do the port welding down there, the auto strut, and that still worked. So there we are. That's how those ports work. This is now physically attached to that, which removes 2 parts from the station, which helps obviously it to be well, less parts, less laggy. It also makes it structurally stronger, a lot stronger. So this is now obviously attached to that. It's slightly off, but it'll be okay once these other ones come along. It just makes it a better attachment. So not that the station is going to do much, but well, less parts is better. That's the idea. Okay, so replace the maneuver node, delete on close, point to our maneuver node. Mumus is over there. Is our maneuver node still in the right place? And no, it is not. There we are, that's better. Now we will be 79 kilometers away. That's even better. Target will be there, and we'll be there, and we'll be coming in a slightly shorter orbit. So we will play catch up with it. Excellent. That's exactly what I want. Okay, so all we got to do now is perform this maneuver. I probably want to walk to about here somewhere. It's a long maneuver. It's a 4-minute burn. Oh, that was wrong. Not want to do that. I wanted to warp to here. So it's an 8-minute burn, which means I need to fire at 4 minutes and about 4.5 minutes, I think. And right, yes. So our power setting needs to be turned back up again. We are. That is all good and all ready. Our engine is good. Everything checked out. Fire the engine. A lovely red glow. And put our feet up and wait for 8.5 minutes. And we're here. Finally, we have found Verfen. We are here. We need to slow down a bit. I didn't put any manoeuvring thrusters on this. I've just realised I've not got any RCS on it, so I'm going to have to use the main engine to actually try and dock with that. And by dock, I mean grab it with a claw. So yeah. I've also got enabled magnet and enabled targeting. I don't know what that means. I'm going to turn off targeting, but enable magnet so it pulls stuff in. That would be really, really bloody useful. Let's set it to about 50%, shall we? Right, so what we need to do is, first and foremost, stop. Like that. And now fly towards our target, I suppose. I do need to also turn my reactor back up. That would probably help. And I'm going to have to... I'm going to have to fly in pretty much dead straight at it. And then sort of stop dead, turn around and gently go in there. Oh, core is overheating. Oh dear. Start the reactor. Boom, there we go. Yeah, it seems the time warp radiators just don't work. They just stop working completely, so... Okay, she is inside the back part of an OPT ship. So... Right. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh. Okay. You can stop now. You can stop now. No dear. Oh dear. Please slow down. Please stop. I think I need to turn the magnet back off on that. Thing. That was a lot more powerful than I expected, if I'm quite honest with you. Right. Aim the camera at that. Okay, zoom in. Aim the camera at that. Oh wow. Oh, we're getting all sorts of weird stuff going on with the camera. Over the magnet. There we are. There we are. It was the magnet. Okay, so I'm guessing you should kind of point towards the angle, turn the magnet up slowly till it drags it in, and then turn it off again. Because otherwise, you get really weird stuff. Now, I do need to bring this home, and I was not in any way, shape, or form expecting it to look like this. Because it's not going to survive re-entry with the heat shield. Unless I can somehow get that engine to stop me quickly. Yeah. So, we are going to transfer the crew over to main pod. There we are. You can sit in comfort. We have got food on board. Let's double check stuff here. We've got 17 days of food, 20 days of water, 14 days of oxygen. We're good. So, we're going to head back home again. I don't know if I'm going to do a Christotrone thingy direction. Oh, we're actually heading towards alright, we want to oh dear, right. Which way do we need to go? Which way do we need to face? Well, first of all, let's get up into an orbit of some description. There we go, that's better. Right, so we need to come out the back of Mimus. It's that way, so we need to be firing at about our periaps. And that sends us off. Okay, so what am I doing wrong here? We want to come out that way? Is that right? Nope, because that sends us off into the infinite unknown. I don't actually think this matters that much, does it? Because we've got a absolute shed ton of Delta V. I could literally just point at Kerbin and just go, couldn't I? That's what I could do. So let's don't want an orbital hotel. Metal and rocket storage. Let's point towards that. Right. I do need to somehow turn this round because that's going to screw up my aerodynamics completely. Maybe if I can grab onto it square like there, that might work. I don't know. Because if I bring it in like this, I'm going to come down very odd, and I'm not sure the parachutes are strong enough to. Mind you, I've got plenty of them. Let's just find out, shall we? Let's just fire engines. Turn that up. And this is clearly not the most efficient way of doing anything, but I can just fire the engines, I can just point towards where I need to go to, and essentially just zoom straight there, and yeah. So, we've got 2 days left before the refinery, the escape system arrives. 9 days left before the lower part of the hotel is built, and plenty of days left before things are going on there. So, this should take about a day to get back there again. So I guess our next port of call is, we'll head back to Kerbin, and I will see you once we're back closer to our blue-green marble. And we shall finish Verfrin's return next time. So, thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. I hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.